All right, kids. All right. Got some new shorts. Check those out. Walmart, baby. Yeah. Like $8.99. Jason up New Age Revolution down here, cave. With a rant. Your Friday night rant video. I think the phone is crooked. I'm going to try to straighten it. It probably isn't. The phone is sitting crooked, but I don't think the video is crooked. Whatever. Friday night rant video just because. Wanted to hang out with you. I'm watching the War to Settle the Score tonight or tomorrow, this weekend. So another Wrestling with the Past, a pre-WrestleMania Wrestling with the Past will be up. Also going to be filming some of the segments for Vintage Television Night. That's right. It's not Vintage Horror Night yet. It's Vintage Television Night. Yeah, we're going to come down here and watch an episode of Alien Nation. And the way I'm going to do it is kind of like the way my man Stephen Brown does it. We're just going to cook some food, eat some food, and then watch the show, talk about it, and just hang out down here. I want to get a light bulb for that lamp, even though that lamp is temporary. I want to get a light bulb for that lamp so I can watch the show with the lights off with one lamp on. I think that's the ambiance that I'm looking for. A couple other quick updates before we get to the rant. I have gotten another coffee table, and I'm quite excited. The table, I'll show you. The new coffee table is this old, you can see it there. Oops, you can kind of see it there, right? I think it has the glass in the middle. Now, from what I recall, and I could be wrong, and it doesn't matter if I'm wrong because I'm going to go with this. The end tables didn't have glass for some of these sets. I've seen the wood coffee table with the glass inserts, but then the end tables were just solid wood. Anyway, I found one of them. I found one, same color as the coffee table, same set. It came from the same set, and I got one. So I know that I'll be able to find the second one. I just didn't want to leave one and then count on finding two. So I got one, and it was at a garage sale, and it was $8. And so I got it. And now I just have to find the second one. I didn't even bring it down yet. It's still up in the garage. I'm going to wait till I get the second one to bring it down. And then I've got to find a way to get rid of. In my town, getting rid of stuff isn't easy. You have to pay extra to have stuff thrown out. So if I wanted to throw out, the coffee table that's upstairs, the one that was down here, it's still sitting in my garage because I have to go to the village and I have to get a tag that's like $10 to throw out a big piece of furniture. It's horrible. The other thing that I wanted to tell you was I've decided to go back to that garage sale tomorrow and get a TV cart. It's an 80s style TV cart. I had one down here before. It's the two levels with the rolly wheels. You've seen them a million times. They're just so common. And I'm going to put the Zenith Command, is it? The System Command? Wait. Space Command. The Zenith Space Command, the 19-inch or whatever it is. I'm going to put that on the cart and just kind of have the cart off to the side with the Atari hooked up to it. I can't not utilize that TV, and this Atari is just for looks right now. It is not set up because I don't want to run the cables across the room. So I'm going to put the Zenith System Command, Space Command, on a cart and then have a sitting area so we can play Atari. Then down the road, the goal is to get a smaller CRT TV, which I did have down here, get another rolly cart, put it in the other corner of the room, and set another little chair up, or just use the same. It's going to be the yellow 80s lawn chair, and set my Sega Genesis up on that. My Nintendo's hooked up to the Zenith System 3, the Atari will be hooked up to the Zenith Space Command, and the Sega will be hooked up to a CRT. And then the room is just going to be like televisions and video games, and I'm fine with that because, I need, we've moved on from just displays to functionality. That's why the living room is here, and that's why we're going to watch vintage TV night down here. We need function. This room needs function. It can't just sit here and collect dust. We need function. So I'll show you that as it moves along. That's it. That's the update. Now the rant. Why do we go out to eat anymore? Why do we do it? Why do we, how can we justify going out to eat and paying the prices that we now pay to eat in a restaurant? And why is this coming up? Well, before I got sick, the esophagus deal that now has me off of 4, major food groups, eggs, soy, wheat, and dairy. Before that happened, I took my family out once, sometimes twice a week to go out to dinner. And I kind of like, it was just part of what we did. It was just part of who we were. And we had a good time, right? But since I got sick, I haven't gone out to, I have not stepped foot in a restaurant since March, because I can't eat anything, and I don't want to eat in a restaurant now, and I don't want to have to like guess what's on the menu, and to know it's not just a gluten-free menu, and no, it's not just a vegan menu, because I can't have soy, I can't. So I don't know. I don't want to take any chances. And since I have not gone out, I have saved all kinds of money. But the thing that pushed it over the top for me was the price. Well, if I'm not in a restaurant, how do I know how much food costs? Well, I remember, for one thing. 2, we've still ordered in. The children, I have not taken, restaurant food out of the children's lives. They enjoy an order in on a Friday or a Saturday night, and I, of course, oblige. However, the tipping point happened twice. For one, my kids wanted chicken fingers. Okay, they wanted chicken fingers. Let's see what that text is. Can Liam have Nitro Pepsi? Oh man, I gotta send it. I gotta respond. Hang on one second, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. My kids are at their friends, and I'm being asked if my child can have Nitro Pepsi. So anyway, they wanted chicken fingers, as every child does. I'm like, okay, we called up the pizza place in town. There's like 12 pizza places in town. And I ordered them chicken finger dinners, okay, which came with 4 chicken fingers and a handful of fries, with a little styrofoam container with, some aluminum foil in. I'm just telling you everything that I got. Okay, I got styrofoam, I got aluminum foil, I got like a little plastic cup of hot sauce or whatever sauce, I got 4 chicken fingers, and I got what appeared to be a pretty big handful of fries. Times 2. 2 children. And the bill was $39 for 2 chicken finger dinners. $39. And then when the chicken fingers came, they were relatively small chicken fingers that kind of came to a point. I think you've seen them, right? They're kind of like, and then they come to a point. So you can kind of like hold it by the little tip or whatever. And then a handful of shoestring fries for $40, let's say. And I was like, what on earth is this? And then Liam eats like 5 of the fries, maybe 2.5 chicken fingers, and then he picks at the third one and like picks the skin off, and like it's like so weird. Finley, don't worry, he devours it, as you probably have seen. But I was like, and then the fries, if they leave any fries over, you can't have French fries the next day. They're awful. If you microwave French fries, you gotta like bake them all over again. They still don't taste great. And I'm not eating, so I'm not like eating the scraps. And so that was like, that's it, guys. Because then I go to BJ's, a Costco, a wholesale club, and I get a bag of Tyson chicken, chicken strips, right? And there's like 20 of them in there, and they're fantastic. And that bag is $11.99 for a giant bag of chicken fingers. We're not even going to talk about how much a bag of French fries costs. It's like $3, right? But I'm paying these ridiculous prices. And I kind of feel like it's new, with food prices going up. I kind of feel like it's a new thing. Then, like the next week, we decided to order pizza. And Finley has to have chicken wings with his pizza. And our local place does 10 wings instead of 12. And so I said, all right, I'll take a large pizza and 10 wings. A large cheese and pepperoni pizza and 10 wings. $44, ladies and gentlemen. $44 for a large cheese and pepperoni and 10 wings. Now, I'm not trying to sound cheap here, folks, but I can no longer justify this. And there's a final example too. I can no longer justify this. The prices are astronomical, and the price does not, so the experience does not make up for the price. It doesn't. Anymore, it doesn't. Because guess what? If we go out to a restaurant, I'm getting 3 beers. Okay, their mother's having a beer or a seltzer or something. The children are having $3 glasses of lemonade or soda or iced tea or whatever. And we're at $100 because now I have to tip $20. So we're at $100 to feed a family of 4 at a restaurant. And we're not talking about extravagant food here. We're talking about chicken fingers for Liam, a plate of chicken wings for Finley. That's what he always gets. I used to get a dinner, and their mother would get or I'd get a fish fry. Their mother would get like a boiled fish, and it's over $100. And I can't justify it anymore. I can't. The last restaurant we went to was a few days before I got sick. We took it was March, so we took Finley out for his birthday, and we took him to hibachi. Now, hibachi was something that we would do probably twice a year. And you know what hibachi is. You go and you sit there and they come out and they make the food in front of you and they do the fire and the onion with the fire and they shoot stuff in your mouth and great. Okay, wonderful. Hibachi is never any less than $160 for 4 people. Yes, I get a couple of beers. Yes, those beers are probably $5 each. But we get the hibachi. The kids get the kids portion. It's usually chicken and some shrimp. I usually get scallops and chicken maybe, or scallops and, I don't know, usually scallops and chicken. Their mother gets chicken. So here's hibachi. Here's what we're paying $160 for Chinese food. And I'm not trying to get I'm sorry if I'm getting the culture wrong, but it's Chinese food. That's what we've grown to lovingly call it. We've just lumped it into one big category. It's $160 Chinese food. Because what am I getting on my plate? I'm getting a big scoop of lo mein. I'm getting a scoop of rice. I'm getting a bunch of cut up vegetables, and I'm getting 1 or 2 meats. A chicken. I watched them cook it. If you order chicken in your hibachi, you get a chicken breast chopped up and put on your plate. And scallops, they give you 5. Shrimp, they give you 6 or 7. If you go crazy and you order a fillet, you get a small fillet that's cut up into a bunch of pieces and put on your plate. All right, and those are averaging $35 a piece, those meals. For noodles, which is like 99 cents, rice, which is even cheaper, vegetables, which I grow in my garden, and a few pieces of meat. On paper, that meal is probably worth about $8. Okay, and I'm paying 30 plus, 39 for it. Now who's texting? Okay. Now again, I'm not trying to sound like a curmudgeon or a bitter old man, but I just cannot justify this anymore. All right, I'm not going to sit in Applebee's and pay $80 for 2 poor meals and 2 overpriced beers. Bars now, when I was going out, I would if I had some time after work, I would go and sit at this local watering hole, and they took 12 wings off their menu. You can't order 12 wings at this place anymore. You can get 6, and they're $14.99 a piece, or $14.99 for 6 chicken wings, guys. $14.99 for 6 chicken wings. The meat market, literally 2 miles from me, I have been buying their chicken wings. They are $2.97 a pound. You know how many wings you get in a pound? About 8. $2.97 for 8 wings. I usually get 3 pounds. It's less than $10. I bring them home. I season the heck out of them. I bake them for a while. I throw them on the grill afterwards for a few minutes. And I've got better chicken wings than I've ever had in any restaurant ever for less than $10. We don't even have to talk about the bar drinks, guys. You buy a 6-pack of beer. The kind of beer that I like anyway, the local Jenny Light. A 6-pack of Jenny Light is $4.99. Now that tells you the quality of the beer, yes sir. But I'm paying $4.99 for a pint when I go out. This isn't new information. We all know this. We all know that restaurants have to charge more to keep the business going, to make a profit. But I can't justify it anymore. And I had to remove myself from it unintentionally due to getting sick. Remove myself from it to really see how poor it really is, how awful it really is. The dollar menu of fast food restaurants is no longer a dollar menu. There is no such thing as a dollar menu anymore. There's no such thing. I used to love to eat at Wendy's, but I would pay $11 to $12 from ordering off the dollar menu, right? Junior cheeseburger deluxe or whatever, 4-piece nugget, and a large soda came to $11 because Wendy's charges $3.50 or so for their large soda. $3.50 just to pour. You can't even, like, how do you justify that? But I don't know. I just was in the groove of doing it and just did it and wasted so much money on food in restaurants. The tipping, it's kind of ended. And what's going to happen is when we do go, because I'm never not going to a restaurant again, once I figure out what I can eat and what I can't eat, of course we'll go. But we're probably going to go quarterly instead of weekly. If I take the kids out once every 3 months to a restaurant, the appreciation factor, the fun factor is going to skyrocket. When I was doing it weekly, it was just like, where are we going tonight? Oh yeah, I don't want to go there. Yeah, I don't like that place. Yeah, I don't know. We just pick a place. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares because we do it all the time and nobody cares. Well, I take myself out of it. I get removed from it. And then I sit back and realize what an absolute money grab it is. And I'm not doing it. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care how much I have. I don't care if I'm a millionaire. I cannot justify handing this money over for food that costs an absolute fraction of the price that they're charging. Okay, that's why I canceled YouTube TV, because I cannot justify $80 a month for stuff I don't watch. That's why cable went away so many years ago. If there was ever a cheaper option for internet, that would be gone. That's why our landline phones are gone. And who cares if our landline phones are gone? Now we're back up to paying ridiculous prices for cell phone bills. And we justify it. It's cool. Pay your $180 a month for 3 phones. Yeah, of course you are. It's what we do. Now, those days are over. And I think what'll happen is the kids will appreciate it more when the time comes. Every few months, when I surprise them, hey, we're going to go out to eat. I think it'll be a better experience. What say you? Do you just go out there and throw your hard-earned money at restaurants to eat a pasta dish? That's the worst. Go to a restaurant, eat a pasta dish. Sure. Go eat about $1.49 worth of food and pay $20 for it because it's a restaurant, right? A box of macaroni, folks, is 99 cents. And guess what? You're not getting the entire box of macaroni on your plate. You're getting 30 cents of it. You're getting 30 cents of it. Right? And you're paying 20 bucks. Anyway. I'm turning into an old man. Anyway, do you go out? Do you go out? Can you justify it anymore? You know, Friday night pizza night is not the same. You're not getting a $10 pizza. Now, what's it called? Little Caesars. Little Caesars still has $5, $6 pizzas. Absolutely, we're going to do that. Absolutely. And it's delicious. And it's thin crust and it's all the pepperoni you want. When I can eat that again, if I can eat that again, yes, Little Caesars is the best. You get out of there sometimes 2 pizzas for $10. Absolutely. But I can't justify anymore. I can't justify it anymore. I'm giving money away. We're not going to do it anymore. Thanks for listening to me rant. It's Friday night. I'm feeling good. And I'm going to go now. I'm going to go out to eat. We'll see. I'm going to pack up the kids and we're going to go out to dinner. See y'all soon. Good night now.